ฮัลโหลสวัสดีค่ะทุกคนกลับมาแล้วกันแล้วกับ Wuthering นะคะหวังว่าวันนี้คอมจะไม่กระตุกนะคะวันนี้เราลงทุนปิด VTuber ไปเลยจะได้รันแบบเต็มที่ไปกระตุกไหมขึ้นสตรีมยังทำไมมันไม่ขึ้นอ๋อขึ้นแล้วอันนี้คือแอบไปเปิดแมปใดๆมาบ้างแล้วนะคะ เกือบครบแล้วเราบังเหลือตรงนี้ให้เดียวที่ยังไม่ได้ไปแค่เปิดแค่เสาหลักไว้เฉยๆนะแล้วก็วันนี้เขามีแจกตัว5 ดาวด้วยนะคะใครเข้าไปก็อย่าลืมไปรับไปด้วยนะเลือกตัวอะไรกันมาคุยกันได้นะคะ
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
เขาเป็นอินเทอร์เฟซสคริปต์วันนี้ใหญ่มาก
Mr. Mortifi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It sounds different from a solid object. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an intricate mortise and tenon puzzle box. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it, and there is a small paper scroll inside. However, it's missing a crucial component. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed.
Impressive analysis. You're quite the expert. แหมคนเนี่ยเชี่ยวชาญเลย
I have some basic knowledge, but there is someone else who is more knowledgeable in automata mechanics than I am. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons.
เสียงเกมดังไปไหม
Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you should be able to solve the puzzle and access the paper scroll. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like.
Maybe we can brute force this. Shall we go ask the expert in this field ไปถามผู้เชี่ยวชาญ
And no need to ask him. I can help you with
ไม่
this.
จำเป็นด้วย
I just need some time to think it over.
โอเค
One moment. I have an incoming call.
พอดีมีสายเข้าแป๊บนึง
What is it?
นี่คืออะไรนะ
You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've...
Rover,
ยังไม่ได้ก
Mr.
ด
Mortifi's expression seems to have softened, don't you think?
Yeah he looks like a purring cat now
We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling.
and he has already started working on it
It looks like Mr. Mortifi needs more time. Maybe we should give him some space to concentrate. Rover, let's come back later, shall we?
โอเคเดี๋ยวค่อยกลับมาใหม่อีกทีหนึ่งนะคะทำไมมันไอเนี่ยเขาเรียกอะไรนะเดี๋ยวปรับเสียงกันแล้วกันนะยังไม่ทันกดอะไรเลยนะคะแต่ว่ามันก็ไปแล้วเล่นไปแล้วอย่างนั้นอะงงเลยโอเคดีขึ้นไหมไม่ดีขึ้นให้คุยใหม่นะ
Yes, of course. I've already noticed all that you mentioned. Indeed, you just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. The missing component in the middle needs to fulfill two entirely different structural requirements at the same time. Considering its entire structure, This component needs an automatic buckle that goes down on top of an embedded pointer. I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. You'll only need to go fetch the parts in his place. He keeps a box full of them.
Okay. Let's get it over with.
I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks much better than Mr. Mortifee's description, though it is a bit hard to figure out where we should start.
Touch it. Unusual device has a complex structure and a glue that can fit an entire arm. It's cold to the touch มันรู้สึกเย็นนะ and as you place your arm into it เมื่อกดแขนลงไปข้างในอะ you feel something sharp and felt a slight pang of pain รู้สึกเหมือนมีอะไรแหลมๆหรอ
Rover? Please don't touch that.
อ้าวก็บอกให้จับนะเก็บขึ้นมานะคะ
This should be it. It's quite a box full. Let's go back and show it to Mr. Mortifee.
ได้แป๊บหนึ่งนะ You'll see a shelf filled with an assortment of research material and books. Feasibility report on cooking target Discord Court of Savante Mysteries Mortis and Tanon Joy in Hua Long Architecture also. The shelf click under your hand. You try to steady it, but it is too late. A wooden block fell squarely onto your foot. ไปเล่นสนนะคะ ไปจับนู่นจับนี่จนของมันล่วงลงมา Critical
Rover.
Yeah Critical hit เสียเลือดด้วยทำไมทำอย่างนั้นล่ะสนก็มาได้ Flip On the table there was a photo album neatly placed. It seemed like it was frequently lived through, as the cover was slightly curved. A single photograph lay inside, seemingly cut from a newspaper. It depicts a woman in white coat glancing at an infant. Her face hidden from view by the angle. The paper looks well kept.
Rover. I don't think we'll find what we need here.
เจอรูปจากที่ตัดจากหนังสือพิมพ์ที่แบบว่าอะไรประมาณนี้
Mr. Mortifee, we found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in.
Find anything?
The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption.
มังคุด
We found
ก็คือ
nothing
ผล
unusual
ไม้ธรรม
about
ดา
it.
ธรรมดา
From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
The wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena.
ป๊บนึงนะคะ อยากลองเปิด VTuber ดูจังเลยว่ามันจะรอดบ่สักครู่นะ
And the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortefi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now.
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branch represent time.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing. But it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Just mention.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I see.
I found it. It's located on the way shelf. Now, Cheng, Si, Wu, Wei.
Oh,
Now, Cheng, Si, Wu, Wei. Rover, it's here!
ใช่เสร็จดิสคอร์ดโอเคเป็นข้อมูลต่างๆเอาไว้นะคะเดี๋ยวเพื่อนอ่านกันภายหลังอีกทีในกระเป๋ามีอะไร โจน16 at 3 p.m.
There are 2 photos here.
One photo shows a group of researchers led by a woman in her 30s. Everyone looked excited and happy. The other photo shows an infant in diapers with a slender hand holding a spoon with a sugar pearl in it, directed toward the infant.อันนี้ปิดมาหมดเลย Year of Birth AL ต่างๆปิดหมดทุกอย่าง
If I remember correctly, Zhengzhou was established during a year of Wei, several cycles ago. The Zhengzhou City Hall and Huashu Academy were built in the same year. The Gorges of Spirits battle sparked Zhengzhou's founding. and the formidable tacit discord described here? I believe it is the crownless. Rover, about the sugar pearl.
Share your thought.
What do you think, Rover?
Talk about all the tokens.
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl as a key in solving the sundial's puzzle. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces of information. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share, while I had questions to ask. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters.
Or maybe
She was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to
weed out the wrong recipient.
She needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens without understanding their true meaning would not be able to use them for access. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it again and again.
Sugar pearl.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover? Feeling spry as ever?
You make it sound like I'm old. คุณพูดอย่างกับฉันแก่อย่างนั้นนะ
Baiju said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in investigating the tokens, too.
How did it go for you?
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Chang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head, causing him to take a tumble. Some dogs kept barking and have been scaring the passers-by, so I went there to calm them down. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. You're not the one they're searching for, though. Anyhow, I need to visit the person who reported the case tomorrow. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much the update for now.
That's quite a lot. You almost put me to sleep. มันดูเยอะมากเลยนะมันทำให้ฉันง่วงมันทำให้ฉันหิว Look like you had a fruitful day. ทำให้ฉันหิวเลยทำให้ฉันหิว Hungry.
It's the middle of the night. Course you're hungry.
Huh.
All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my shift. Meet you guys there in the morning. Be there or be square.
What do we do now?
Time
ทำอะไร
to
ต่อ
hit the hay, obviously. Don't tell me you're planning on some nightly activities.
bedtime it is.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Sunho has prepared a room for me.
Talk about hospitality.
สะดวกสบายยิ่ง
All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city hall and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow.
โอเค มีคนตามว่ะ แอคที่ 1 นะคะ Quest complete New function event 100เลยเหรอ พอเปิด VTuber ปุ๊บ มันก็ตุ๊ดๆเลยนะฮะ ต้องเล่นถึงจุดนี้ก่อนถึงจะแจกของเยอะ อันนี้ทดสอบใช้เคลมเหรอ ทดสอบตัวละคร
Tell truth from the side.
พอเริ่มต่อสู้ปุ๊บเป็นตกปั๊บยอดนะครับ
Let's do this another way. Tell truth from facade. Wind Rider.
ว้าวโอ้ยของเลยควรปิดวีไม่น่าไหว
Fury boils. Feel my wrath. Inferno. Let's do this another way. What a clinger.
Transmitting endless reverberation. An oversight.
You're wide open. Tell truth from facade.
โอเคปิดวีก็ได้ไหนขอลองนะถ้าเกิดปิดวีแล้วจะเป็นอย่างไรจะรอดไหม
Upswing. Upswing.
ว้าวมันอยู่นะ
Judgment. Up, Scarlet. Perfuse. Ha. Ha. Up, Scarlet. Perfuse. Up, eradicate. Ha.
โอ้ยหลบไม่ได้จะตายแล้วเนี่ย
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. One is the sound. Sounds come forth.
Leave it to me. Rejuvenating snow.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. Moment of resonance. One is the sound.
Guide my blade. Up, no mercy. Scarlet. Perfuse. Scarlet. Perfuse.
Strike from the shadows. The end has come.
โอเค หลบยังไม่ค่อยแม่นเลยอะมันต้องหลบแม่นกว่านี้เกือบตายตัวละครเนี่ยเหลือเลือดแค่ไหน ลองเล่นทุกตัวก่อนนะคะ Hold E and tap when 30 40 gate is console อ๋อ มีท่าด้วยเหรอ ต้องมานั่งจำท่าแต่ละตัวไปอีก
Sucks to be you. I'll fire it up. It's morphin' time. Think you can catch up? That's up.
ว้าว
Watch and learn.
Let me be your blade.
Saren, shape the shapeless.
Synchronization. Speeding up.
How reliable. Attack is the best
สวย
defense.
อะตัวหัวชมพู
Pew, pew, pew. It's morphin' time. Heads up.
สแต็กเกอร์ เคมาลองทุกตัว When forget reach 100 PC ต้องให้ถึง100ก่อนนะฮะถึงจะ PC
Let's do this another way.
Synchronization.
มาดิมา
How reliable.
Inferno!
ว้าว
Burn to ashes! Let's do this another way. As you wish. Burn! Let's do this another way.
Let me be your blade. Let the winds roar. Synchronization. Hey!
How reliable.
This is my ground. Speeding up. Oh,
หัวไม่ทัน
Storm, hear the command.
Fury boils. Silence! Inferno! Let's do this another way. Darn it.
โอ้ยไม่ได้
Let me be your blade. Tap-deferent. Synchronization. Shake the shakeless.
Attack is the best defense. How reliable.
Fury boils. Burn!
ยากเด้อยากเด้อยากมากเด้อเมื่อคุณขี้เกียจรอนะคะ ก็เปิดทีละอันไปเรื่อยๆก็เกลือไปยาวๆนะฮะ เกมแบบนี้ Until next morning หมุนนาฬิกา อ๋อ นี่ไงน้องหมุนแบบนี้ ไม่ได้ให้เลือกเหมือนในเกนชินนะ แต่ว่ามีเลือกเป็นเวลาตรงๆเลย Let's go ไปไงอะ
Mrs. Panhua, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please.
extra spicy noodle ไหนดูสิอาหารเกฟนี้น่ากินหรือเปล่าไม่ให้ดู
What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
It was too spicy
Looks like Bijou's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijou leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker.
ฮ่าฮ่าฮ่า
By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us 1 trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
Look into the mangosteen first
As for the mangosteen, we got people selling these at the market nearby. We might find some clues there.
Mangosteens are not from Jinzhou. These fruits are usually brought in by boat. Should we start from the harbor?
Let's leave the city
Do you think the token is guiding us outside the city?
Tell them about the dream you had
An ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the resonance cord flowing from your tacit mark. And you said it was flowing in a certain direction, pointing to the gorges of spirits and the Norfolk Barrens. You've never mentioned this before.
I couldn't find the right moment
The etheric sea and resonance cords in your dreams are real, possibly leading to the gorges of spirits and Norfolk Barrens. Perhaps it was more than just a dream. That girl might be the key to recovering your memories. Madam Magistrate's information aside, it seems to me your dream points toward the Norfolk Barrens. It's a site of the Trinodian War and the source of all TD outbreaks. The Midnight Rangers' frontline base is stationed there as well.
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
You can just wait for the good news
Without a doubt.
พันหัวอ๋อมีของเลยก็ซื้อสิครับผมตังค์พอปะเนี่ยเมนูละ10,000เลยนะแพงอยู่นะนี่15,000นะขูดรีดปะเนี่ย
We resonators can boost our combat ability if you feel like it. Head to Instructor Yan at the training camp for extra practice and to get these enhanced.
Yang Yang, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Ranges training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shisia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough, but I think Rover can handle anything he throws at her.
Oh, load. Oh, load. Alright, gotta get optional. Learn about simulation. อันไหนอะอันนี้เหรอ อ๋อ simulation training อ่า ลอง Challenge accepted.
One with the sounds.
Strike! War spares no one. Exterminate. All is fair in war. It's time.
Leave it to me. Listen up. The fruit of evolution. Ha!
น้องเป็นฮิวน่ะ น้องน่ารัก น่ารัก
Defense of the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like this when we came back.
Echoing Marsh unlocked.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Gian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
The monk over there is coming with us.
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Please.
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Let's go.
Sure.
Princess explained why she want to leave the city. She told you about the person.
So
blah, blah,
you're
blah.
looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Exactly. According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhang Ye's grandson is very likely in the Deseret Highland. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him.
Let's go together.
Of course.
Okay.
Going against wind.
Bật sào biếp. สวัสดีน้องเพชร น้องกระตุย มีของต้องเก็บอยู่ข้างบนกับน้ำหนักโดนในนี้เนี่ยไหนอ่ะ
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
Yang Yang showed her Midnight Ranger badge and Jinsei asked him about Sin
A
Yuan.
missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city, he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
I see.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure, we will.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
sensor อ๋อไอ้เสานี้มันเล่นยังไงได้เฉย
An unexpected discovery.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Stop lying I saw it หยุดโกหกสักที
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
Don't let them run off สู้เหรอ
I can't move. So hungry.
Oh, please don't arrest us. We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, cause we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
แต่งตัวมา Attack on Titan Attack of Titan
You're giving us
จะมีไททันโผล่ไป
all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
เฮ้ยหยิบดาบทำไมอะ
Watch out!
A tough night, yeah.
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face...
ยังพูดไม่จบเลยชนะละ
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds?
ให้ทั้ง
Do
เงิน
you have other
ให้ทั้ง
mouths to feed,
อาหาร
aside from what we
ทำไม
see
ยัง
here?
ต่อสู้กันอีก
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
พวกคุณเป็นใคร
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
We have some spare supply. We shouldn't give them more. ไม่ให้แล้ว
Wait. What I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou even when they are so many. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liuxian Tea House and ask for Jianxin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine, fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?
Okay. Connect the same color. Ah.กระตุกอะโหลดทรัพยากรแล้วก็กระตุกเฮ้
The end has come. One with the sound.
Target confirmed.
Sir!
All is fair in war.
The fruit of evolution. Swift and resolute. One with the sound.
Misery follows.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Press G to aim. Nice to meet you.
Master Tianxing, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these?
Hello.
You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there immediately. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds.
Sure, leave it to us.
Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like they don't even have the time to catch their breath.
Supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully manage these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know. I think this is exactly what our military strives for, to ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
The wooden soldier are here. Let's go check on them. คนทหารที่บาดเจ็บมาแล้วนะคะไปเช็คพวกเขาก่อน โอเคงั้นเดี๋ยวพักไว้ที่ตรงนี้ก่อนแล้วกันนะคะยังไงก็อย่าลืมกด Subscribe เป็นกำลังใจให้ด้วยนะแล้วก็อย่าลืมกดกระดิ่งเพื่อการแจ้งเตือนด้วยนะคะกดไลค์กด Follow กดแชร์กดคอมเมนต์ใดๆมาคุยกันได้ให้เกิดลิสต์ขึ้นมาเนาะเพื่อต่อสู้กับอัลกอริทึมตัวร้ายนะคะโอเคค่ะงั้นขออนุญาตไปแล้วนะบ๊ายบาย see you